Oh, yo, Big Kish back up in here. Woo! They said Joey Bad plan is ruined. We got Jalopy Bungas. You know he be whipping out some stories on him. He does the backstories. He do the knowledge. You understand? But look, Joey Bad's plan is ruined. I don't know if it's to take over hip hop. But I don't hear nobody talking about him no more. I don't hear nobody talking about him. I thought Kendrick Lamar was going to pop out. He ain't popping out. Ain't nobody talking about Joey Badass no more. It ain't it. Before we get into that, y'all make sure y'all pick y'all up a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by me, Big Kish. And if you're interested, I will be doing signings. I'll be setting that up later on during the week. Y'all just stay tuned. And the link will be in the description for purchase. I appreciate y'all a whole lot. Y'all know I don't like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it.
This video is about to get very surgical, so stay with me. And before I even get to the breakdown, I want to say, this was a great idea by Joey Badass. It was a great plan. You feel me? I respect the thought process and what he was trying to do.
What are you trying to do?
It failed.
Now we got what you was doing, but it didn't work, man. It didn't work.
It failed miserably. And if y'all think that I'm tripping, I got receipts. I got whatever you need for you to come to a similar conclusion as me. And once again, you don't have to, but you can at least acknowledge that I'm on to something with what I'm talking about in this video. All right. Now, first and foremost, let's just do a small recap. Okay. Joey Badass comes out of nowhere and says that the West Coast is getting too much love. That's pretty much what he says. He gets on the track and says it's too much West Coast D-licking. Pretty much just saying the West Coast getting too much love right now. I don't like it. Okay.
He tried to re-spark that him back and forth with Kendrick Lamar from back in the day. He's still responding to Control 15 years later. But let's get it.
And this is something that's been happening. You see what I'm saying? Anytime the West Coast is popping or the West Coast doing their thing, the East Coast get mad, but they don't be upset when the South was doing their thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's an interesting dynamic. But, you feel me? This provoked Joey to come out of nowhere and just call out the West Coast. So, like the West Coast usually does, Daylight responds. He responds pretty quickly. And Rayvon responded too. You feel me? Mother called out the West Coast, and the West Coast got outside. Crash Out Heritage was crazy. Now, a whole lot of narratives got turned when it came to this battle into something that people used in order to get Kendrick to come outside and battle Joey. You see, it turned into this whole, oh, Joey's by himself. The whole West is attacking him as if Joey wasn't the one that provoked the conversation in the first place. And then I noticed that it became more about forcing Joey ahead of Rayvon and Daylight in order to get a Kendrick versus Joey battle. And this was Joey's whole goal. He even used that narrative that was created on social media in his songs to deliver the propaganda, which is what you're supposed to do as a battler, especially when you're trying to get a bigger battle. But then Joey...
So really, he been plotting ever since the Control verse. He always knew this is what he wanted to do. So he probably between acting roles right now, so he probably needed something to do. Like, damn, I'm bored. Let me start something, man. And then so I could have a little rollout with these albums that I've been having.
Joey disappears for a little bit. Comes out with an EP, even takes some shots at J. Cole, which nobody's saying J. Cole should respond, but anyway. Everybody at this point pretty much thought the shit was over. We all thought Joey going for the situation. At this point, it felt like Joey wasn't really trying to catch smoke. He was just trying to do a lot of subliminal stuff, and then, you feel me, not really directly say nothing to nobody.
Yeah, them 2 joints he did, that had him late in the race for a minute. It's like, yo, you gotta drop some drama for me to put you up there. You know what I'm saying? Them first 2 joints, I was like, what is you doing? He talking about his belt buckle. He talking about his Balenciaga socks and all of that on the first 2 joints. I was like, nah, this ain't it, bro.
That's how we were talking about it before the cypher happened. That made me realize something. When did this cypher happen? This cypher actually dropped while the Celtics were playing the Knicks. A series that nobody thought the Knicks were going to win until they started winning. All of a sudden, New Yorkers in general were starting to talk very crazy. You see what I'm saying? New Yorkers were acting like they were about to win the chip, and the series wasn't even over yet. And that
everybody putting on they Knicks jacket. Hey, didn't Eddie Murphy have on a Knicks jacket and Coming to America? Everybody had on their Knicks jacket. Yeah.
That's when I got on live with DeVille that one time. We were talking about the battles, and I said, I'm not going to lie. I think Joey Badass is trying to use the New York Knicks to amplify his diss tracks, which is genius. You battle somebody during a time where the New York Knicks, a team that has an extremely large fan base and it creates crazy optics, you try to get Kendrick to battle you during that time, or you take battles during that time, because now you have the narrative and optics behind you. For every win that the Knicks get, people attribute that win to you. That's just how people work.
They're going to equate every Knicks win to Joey Bada. Oh, he's the mascot for him. He's the mascot. Not calling Joey no clown or nothing like that, but he was trying to be the mascot. You know what I mean?
You see what I'm saying? In general, especially on social media. And I started thinking, hold on, this could be true. But in order to find out if it's true or not, I have to go see when these songs were coming out. So let's take a look. The Red Bull Cypher dropped when? May 13th. Okay? Keep that in mind. The Red Bull Cypher dropped May 13th of 2025. On May 13th of 2025, what was the Celtics-Knicks series looking like? Oh, the day before, the Knicks went up 3-1 on the Celtics. This article came out the next day. Or actually, that night, if you want to say 1:08 a.m. You see what I'm saying? It came out the next day. So you telling me the next morning, the Red Bull Cypher finally drops? Interesting.
He was riding on the coattail.
That could be 100% coincidental. But let's keep going. Game 6 was scheduled for May 16th. This is when the Knicks actually eliminated the Celtics. So this is May 16th, 2025. When did Joey's next diss track drop? Let's take a look. The day before. The day before, it was clear that the Knicks were about to eliminate the Celtics. There's no Jason Tatum. You got to go back to Madison Square Garden. It was clear as day the Knicks were about to win this game. Joey Badass drops this the day before, and it's called The Finals.
Oh.
It's literally rooted in campaigning with the New York's Knicks run.
Ooh.
So the more the Knicks...
That was smart. That was smart. That was smart. But it didn't work.
Knicks go further, right? The more the disses become amplified, especially if the Knicks would have gotten to the finals. I feel like just based on social media and how social media works, they would have attempted to use that to pressure Kendrick Lamar to respond even more. I'm trying to tell you. While everybody's celebrating the Knicks beating the Celtics, boo, you drop another one called My Town with Loaded Lux. And it's New York Knicks as the cover art. You see what I'm saying? Imagine.
Oh, yeah, Jalopy ain't reaching. He ain't reaching. He did use the games as a rollout for him so everybody could, I see what he did. I see what he did.
I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, that was the goal, to build up the anticipation and all that into the promotion of potentially getting a battle and something else that we're going to talk about later. Now, this is where they messed up. Everybody had the Knicks beating the Pacers in this series. People was talking about the Knicks going to the finals. They just beat the champs, all that, right? So they prematurely recorded this song with a whole lot of bars insinuating, right, that the Knicks were going to the finals. This is Busta Rhymes, DJ Scratch, Papoose, Nims, Joey Badass. They all got on the track.
I heard this song too. I just felt like certain rappers was doing too much. I just felt like it wasn't their time yet. It wasn't it wasn't time.
Rap about that type of stuff. Joey even went as far as to say the Knicks is winning in 6. You see what I'm saying? So they're building momentum on the Knicks winning games and hoping they get to the finals to win and capitalize off that. Which there's nothing wrong with that. Don't think I'm like saying there's something wrong with that. I'm just saying this is 1000% Joey Badass's plan, and it's clear as day if you see all the details. Now, what everybody got to remember is Joey announced that he had a new album dropping after the battle was over. Not only did he announce that he had a new album dropping, but he announced that it's dropping before August 30th. I wonder why. Because if he drops it after August 30th, right, he will no longer be eligible for a Grammy nomination. His album would be directly competing with Kendrick Lamar's albums for the Grammys. More hype around the potential of a battle or boom boom. You see what I'm saying? But the Knicks would have had to get this done in order for all of this to make sense. Because now that the Knicks lost, you lose a bit of the optics, and now you have to rely strictly on what you're doing with your raps, your bars, all that. The optics are gone now. You see what I'm saying?
And he probably had a song saved up for if they won. Damn, they let you down. They let you down.
And because of that, the amplification of his diss tracks will no longer happen. If the Knicks would have got to the finals, we would have been turning around to go listen to the finals and have more conversations about that stuff. But because they didn't get there, the plan is ruined, and you probably won't see that for too much. My theory is Joey was hoping the Knicks were going to get to the finals in order to drop his album. I think he's still going to drop the album, but I think he would have dropped the album in sync with the Knicks getting to the finals or winning the finals. I really do think that was the goal here, especially when you look at the name of the tracks, the way he's using the cover art.
Yeah, Joey learned that from elementary, man. He gonna put on a nice presentation. He was gonna stand in front of the classroom, in front of the old US of A. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna put on the presentation. Now, this is how I'm gonna do it, y'all. I'm going to do it right when they have a game and they win, and then I'm gonna win. I'm gonna do a song, and then they come out with another. Then they lost. Damn, everything up.
It's clear as day. If the Knicks would have got to the finals or won the finals, he would have dropped that album. I'm telling you. I'm telling you,
he would have been happy.
But now I don't really know where Joey's supposed to go from here with this whole situation, because you don't have the optics on your side no more. And now it's nothing for people to keep the momentum train going in hopes you get the response or you get the Kendrick battle. I don't know what's supposed to happen here now.
That's the universe letting everybody know the West is up right now. Wait your turn. You can't just get in, pick a battle with somebody, and it's automatically your turn now. No, the West got to ride their wave out. You can't just force your wave over. It ain't your turn yet. It is not your turn. I see what Joey Badass tried to do. That was genius, but it's the wrong time. The universe going to let you know when it's not your time. It is going to let you know, I'm telling you. That's just how it works. There's powers that's way above us, and you up there trying to force something, that's not going to work like that. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Shout out to Jalopy Bungas for doing the knowledge, the education, and the science behind this deep dive right here. That was official. I don't think that was no theory. I think that was that. I'm 99.9% sure that's what he was trying to do. That's what it sounded like. That's what the pictures with the rhymes, finals, then the pictures of the everybody wearing them Knicks jackets and all that. You go get Busta Rhymes and all that. Everybody yelling on the track and all that. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Shout out to him, though. That was a good idea. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.